There's no place to escape to.
This is the last stream.
On the left.
That's when the cannibalism started.
What was that?
There it is. Welcome to the last stream on the left, everybody. I am Ben Kissel. As always, I'm with Marcus Parks.
Hey, Ben.
And we got this guy over there. He's got a couple of 6-shooters.
I'm a little cowgirl.
Isn't that nice? Travis, turn me up in my earphones. I can't hear anything. What is wrong with you?
Big old titties is falling asleep at the levels.
Falling asleep. You're back to being big titties, Travis. I still can hear nothing.
Man, I just
what
like
happened
big
to
titties.
you? I got nothing.
You're up. You're
Am
up
I
and you're ready to go.
Well, I don't hear that I'm up. Anyway, number one. It only took us 6 episodes, but we gotta thank the guy who made the intro video.
Title intro, yeah, absolutely.
His name is Jesse Gold. He's a wonderful person. We don't cross him because for a living he cuts up bodies.
Well, he doesn't cut up bodies. He actually does something that's even worse.
What is that?
Where what he does is that he watches surgery videos that doctors do because they're fucking sadists.
Okay.
And then he edits them for other doctors to watch because doctors are sadists.
Which is so unbelievable to even think about. All those medical videos those doctors watch,
Literally,
watch
it's just him,
highly
like,
edited.
him jamming a fucking DSLR into your fucking guts. You're sitting there, your grandma's on there getting the breast cancer carved out of her flappies.
I've never been happier.
They're just in there tearing up, looking for lumps. You got a DSLR just jammed into her fucking cavities, and he's just like, put some more light on there. I can't see the pools of the cancer liquid.
You know, elderly ladies love tapioca pudding, and sometimes they get to be tapioca pudding.
I mean,
scoop it around.
In the grave.
Why not? So thank you, Jesse Gold, for everything that you've done for us. It's a great
you,
intro video, and we really appreciate what you're up to.
And you are not an anti-Semite.
Not at all. Well, I don't know what that makes him, but he's a good guy.
It's fun you can do the not math.
Yeah, exactly. Do you guys remember that? Back in the day, the Health Network?
No, oh, I thought you meant Nazis.
No,
Yeah,
I
remember
that.
Nazis. You look at the China back at your grandfather's house.
All right, leave my grandfather alone. He died. Left a great-looking corpse, too.
Absolutely.
A bunch of them, actually. So the thing is... Hey,
Yeah.
wow! Is this vaudeville? I don't want to get into roast mode, so I'm going to say this is vaudeville. But do you remember that? What was it, TLC, the Learning Channel? It was nothing but surgery videos?
For a long time
videos.
it was, yeah.
Before there was as much smut as there is around, we had to watch that as they were, like, buttering up. I always just pictured it was buttering up a nipple, not sanitizing it.
Yeah,
and
nice.
you got to get it in really quick before they just tear it apart.
It looks like teriyaki.
It does.
Also, I remember, maybe this is not a good memory to share live, but I remember the tightrope of live internet. I can say anything I like. I remember getting sexual feelings looking at the nude women on there getting autopsied because at the time it was the only time you really see breasts on television, besides Dream On. HBO.
Yeah.
And I
And real sex,
watched
yeah.
it, but I remember not being like, I didn't like jerk off. I didn't like shoot like watching them
got
get
hard,
cut up.
though.
No, I know. I just looked at boobies. It wasn't like hard, but I definitely was like fascinated and knew I could see boobies on there because it was educational.
That's
You got
right.
a twitch.
Yeah. A twitch.
of course,
Like,
I
it was like a
Maybe I want to be a doctor, or maybe I just want to see boobies.
but they weren't corpses.
They were
They
still
were living
technically
women.
alive.
They
Kind
were
of.
living women.
They were sedated.
You said autopsy.
I don't know.
He
the
did
difference.
say autopsy.
Yeah, you said autopsy.
I
Autopsy,
just-
by definition, they are corpses.
They are
My
corpses.
brain up here is the fucking boggle set. Literally,
my,
it just
shake
shakes
it
the
up.
thing around, and whatever random words are going to come out of there, come out of there.
Oh my goodness. Well, speaking of corpses, our first story involves one, and it happens to take place at a funeral.
That's right.
I like
this one. A woman in Columbia, Tennessee was arrested last week.
Oh,
after,
this is Tennessee.
This is Tennessee.
I thought that this took place in Colombia.
No, this is not Colombia.
Colombia.
This is Colombia.
Yeah, Columbia, Tennessee.
Okay,
So
no.
instead of wonderful cocaine, they have crystal meth. And amazing meth, by the way. I'm not dissing your people.
Thank you, Kissel.
No
Thank
problem.
you. She was arrested last week after she tried to remove a stranger's body from a casket during a funeral service. Travis, let's take a look at this woman.
I love this woman.
Looks like the wacky neighbor in a sitcom.
She really does. She kind of looks like, what was that, the truck driver from Pee Wee Herman?
Tell him large Mark! Also sort of looks like a person, like a YouTube sensation, like a YouTube famous witness to a crime.
I mean, if you are sitting there, you're in a funeral, at the end of the day, like we've said, funerals are for the living, birthdays are for the dying. But if you're there and you're the actual corpse, spice it up. If you're sitting there at the funeral, it's kind of fun to have somebody try to goink out the old corpse.
Well, that's why when I'm buried, I'm going to be buried doggy style. And I'm going to be on my knees like this, and I'm going to have a fucking, like, little handle on my back. Can you see it like this? I have a handle, like, here.
Get in front.
Like this. You can see the back, like, over there. And then people, like I'm a box of Dunkin'.
Oh, that'll be fun. And we'll do an apple picking competition with your mouth.
Yeah, my foul just smashing my face into a thing full of Snicker bars and call it the turds in a bucket.
I love turds in a bucket.
Well, Cynthia Ann Frierson, 36, was charged with public intoxication, possession of a crack pipe, and disrupting a funeral service, which is a crime.
Oh, come on.
Well, what do you mean? So you mean to tell me that you can't show up like looking at a wedding? Like when you show up in the wedding, like what's his name at the end of The Graduate?
Sure.
You can't do
Dustin
that?
Hoffman?
Yeah, you can't do that at a funeral?
Absolutely not.
I object! And then they're like, no, sir, we can't do it. Like, and then you can grab the body and take it?
No, it's a Class B misdemeanor. In Tennessee, you can get up to 6 months in prison and or a $500 fine.
I just feel like this woman was having a great day, all boozed up, smoking some crack. We've all done that. Going to a funeral and have some Weekend at Bernie's experiences for yourself.
I was going to say that I was surprised at the very first that we didn't say that she was under some sort of influence of drugs. But then I was like,
You never know. I've seen people do that sober.
Yeah, she showed up at the funeral service as it was actively happening. They were in the middle of the funeral.
No, do not attempt to stop me. I am invited to the wedding. Oh, it must be. Oh, poor Thomas. Get out of there, Thomas.
It's a funeral.
Oh, I thought it was a dance. I thought it was one of those Julie Andrews dances where the women ask the men.
And now we'll do 15 minutes of jump rope, everybody.
No, she ran into the funeral all hopped up on crack. She runs up to the casket. She starts grabbing at the corpse, and then she starts trying to pull it out.
Was she saying something about how, like, he's not dead? He's lying about being dead?
Yeah. He doesn't want to date me no more.
This ain't a breakup.
Yeah.
This ain't a breakup.
Do we know if the corpse and the woman had any previous relationship?
The story that I read did not mention anything about the relationship between Cynthia Ann Frierson and the corpse in question.
And they say they all did not recognize her, right?
Yeah.
Because it seems like it's like one of those things where how do you get that close within the circle of the funeral without knowing somebody at the wedding?
Well, again, the funeral. I think you just have to pretend like you belong there, right?
So
you
it's
just
like
have
fake
to
it till you
fake
make
it till
it.
you make
That's
it, even at a funeral. Travis, can we see her picture one more time? This was what she wore to the funeral. I don't think she is faking it.
Oh, I see. That's a nice white shirt, and she's smiling. She seems to be thrilled with what she's done.
I'm not smiling. This is my frown.
Well, then she's always happy, and I like her for it.
Well, she actually had a fun day because the cops that were in the neighborhood, they were actually called because Cynthia had been driving a red pickup truck around and she was sideswiping all of the cars that were parked on the road. She got to the funeral home, thought, what fun, got out.
I'm going to do a good deed today and save a life. Just like assume that you could just make him wake up.
I would pay thousands of dollars for just 30 seconds of the amount of bliss she felt, just like,
Bliss
dead body.
and confidence.
Confidence, yes.
Walking into a funeral knowing exactly what she's going to do and wants to do. She also looks like a combination of Jack Hay from 227 and a jack-o'-lantern.
I like her.
Put it back up there.
If she would have walked into a Walmart, they would have made her Sam Walton. She would have just ran the whole place. The level of confidence in this woman, I respect her, and I just wish I was her.
She's somewhere between Michael Jackson in the old days and a pirate.
Well, and both of those people did terrible things to children.
Oh, yeah,
possibly.
pirates just train children to be pirates.
Oh, is that right?
They had a
There
thing
was a lot
against
of
women and children, I think.
I don't think the pirates had too many rules. Let's see. Travis, do we have a phone call? Jeez, you're sucking down soda over there, eating a Snickers bar.
He's this generation. They've got these younger
What's wrong with him?
generations. They like pop and they like their candy bars.
He's actually been drinking out of that weird bottle of soda since like 2 p.m. today.
Do you have anything to
Travis
defend
has?
yourself, titties?
And now I'm on Facebook.
Oh, he's on Facebook.
now he's on
looking at his own
Facebook.
personal Facebook. Oh, these millennials.
All right. We have a call. All right.
right.
We're going to take a call. This is the last stream on the left. You're with Ben and Henry and Marcus.
Thank you. Great.
Is that good?
No, I don't know.
I don't know. What do you want?
What up? Throw me on after this guy's talking.
What's up?
What's up?
You're on the,
You're already
you're
on the
air.
air.
You're already on.
You were on the air.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
How are you? What is wrong with you? You're on. This is your big moment. Shine, baby.
Shine, come on, sing a song.
Get those
This
feet
is-
dancing.
Do you have the X Factor? No, you don't.
You X him. X him. Get him about to get a triple X. What do you want? Anything. He's dumped. Unreal.
Get him out of here.
Do we have one caller?
And you wonder why people have a hard time maintaining relationships. It's because communication falls through the nets. There's no
Unbelievable.
safety net to love.
Well, thank you for your call. The answer was pineapple.
Well, back to this story. The woman, after she started grabbing at it, she tried pulling the corpse out of the casket.
Right.
It took 6 people to pull her off of the corpse and get her back outside.
Well, she's drunk with love. I mean, that's a difficult thing to combat when they're in there all sad. I mean, if you're mourning and then you immediately have to go into a hero mode, that's not an easy transition.
No, dude, that was all a 9/11.
That was it. That was it.
And the officer on the scene wrote that the woman was charged with, quote, disorderly conduct at a funeral due to her grabbing the body
Yeah.
inside the casket.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which was offensive to the sensibilities of an ordinary person.
Which, by the way, I think there's some racial undertones to that, and I don't like that. Of course, she pulls apart the body.
What?
I don't know. And then she pulls apart the body, and it's full of drugs. Turns out they're using that corpse as a mule,
Yeah, it
and
was
she
a
just
fucking-
stopped the biggest meth transport in Tennessee.
It was a Coke pinata.
It was a coke.
They took Uncle Jorge
Colombia.
and they shoved it right up his asshole. And they're trying to make Colombia more like Colombia.
Colombia.
Also, what is really a crime? It come down if she just calls him pre-zombie.
I agree with that. So I think we've all decided that we're on this woman's team.
I think you've decided that.
I will offer no money or help for her defense. I will not go
I'll
to
give her a free I'll defend her for free.
So you're without a law degree.
Yeah.
You're going to go to Columbia, Ohio, and you're going to walk onto the
It's
courtroom.
Tennessee, I believe. It's Tennessee.
It's Tennessee. It's
Tennessee,
Columbia,
but
Tennessee.
same thing. One up in North. I don't know the difference between
Totally
states.
different states, big time.
All right. So you're going to go into this courtroom in the same confident manner
Yeah.
that she walked into a funeral.
Judge?
Do you not? Is that not also some form of Class B misdemeanor
Of
of
the
disturbing the peace of a courtroom?
If the judge is dead and it's a funeral, apparently it would be, but I'm fairly certain, no, absolutely not. I will say, Judge, Your Honor, I know this woman. Let me take her home. And then he will.
You're just going to forcibly have sex with this woman?
No, we're going to watch Netflix and do a bunch of crack and get trashed. That's what I would like to do.
What do you watch on Netflix? TV or movie?
Oh, I just watch everything in fast forward.
Oh, yeah. To you guys, it seems normal speed.
Yes, yes. No, I would go movie. A nice one.
See, the problem is it's hard to keep. That's if you want to inspire a makeout session. It's harder to pay attention to a full movie. Sometimes you got to do something that's more episodic.
Oh, that's true. And anything with Gordon Ramsay, because I find that he gets the women going.
You know what's a good one? Cutthroat Kitchen.
I do love Cutthroat Kitchen. How do you spend money? And how mean are you? Women find out those two qualities about you, and they're going to love you depending on how you act. They want to know if you'll slice an enemy's neck, and if you're frugal. They actually like somebody frugal, but not when it comes to them. All right. Do we
knows
have
everything there is to know about
He's
women.
really just, I mean, we're talking to a
Regular
regular
Dr.
pickup-
Ruth over here.
I think you're a pickup artist, man.
Oh, I pick them up.
That is scary. That is terrifying.
And there were people asking me on social media, aka Twitter, why do I look in the camera? Are you undressing all of us? And I had a very funny retort. I said, no, I'm dressing you. Put your clothes on.
Something stern and weird about that. Ordering a bunch of people to put their clothes on.
Put your clothes on.
It's like you interrupted an orgy and you're a priest on the way to a fucking christening.
All right, should we move on? Are we done with the funeral?
I think we're done with the funeral.
You know, sometimes when you have a pet, right, and it sees you walk around all the time, it thinks that it's a person.
It does.
But sometimes people, namely dancers, think that they're cats.
Oh, really?
And that's what this video is about.
I'm excited.
Let's see
You
a video.
shouldn't be.
No?
No, you shouldn't be.
Oh no, this is cute. Let's see a video.
I'm watching it for the first time right with you, audience.
This was done in 1973 by a Spanish dance troupe called Zoom. Let's see what happens when people think they're cats.
Oh, it's pretty psychedelic, huh?
Oh my god, look at those
All right, that is. Those are.
Oh, I see.
Yes, no, they're drugged. They're drugged to stand that still.
Right. Oh, that's that kind of animal abuse.
Ooh, yeah. All right. All right, you can put the cats down now, being a bit vigorous with the cats. Woo! I hope you guys are fucking high as shit right now.
Yeah, actually get high and take off your clothes again.
Yeah, take your clothes off.
Really
you
doesn't matter at
fucking-
this point.
You're being a bunch of prudes.
I mean, that's kind of a fun video. It looks like something the Scooby-Doo gang would do.
My thing is, they're not being very cat-like.
No, not at all. Actually, there's just more of a cat in the back, and they were holding sort of dead, euthanized
No,
cats.
they're
It
doing
looked like.
some rows.
All right, that's kind of cat-like.
But they're dressed more like. But they're dressed more like cows.
I
They're
heard-
cow print.
They are dressed in cow print. It's kind of like a Chick-fil-A thing, but instead of don't eat chicken, eat more chicken, it's eat more cats.
You know, the thing is, Trav, are we done with this?
No, I want to
it's
fast.
better.
Can we
No.
fast forward towards the end?
No, it's 3.5 minutes long.
No, and this is you have to.
Oh, there we go.
Okay,
Oh,
all right.
now it's a
Kitty.
cat.
Yeah.
Here it comes. It's getting dramatic.
These are all of our parents, by the way. This is the baby boomer generation. It should have been the deleted generation. They screwed us on every level.
Half of these people are dead.
Yeah.
No, yeah, well, hopefully.
They didn't make it past the national aerobics competition.
These are the people who were supposed to preserve a future for us, and they failed miserably, and that's why we have to do this.
They did this. They did this to inspire us to work harder at living our dreams.
Baby boomers they were the worst generation.
No, look at the cat dancing.
This is, if I was
Fast
their
forward to the
father,
very end, titties.
Think about this. These people are in their 70s now.
I've never felt more like a World War II vet in my life. You're doing what in San Francisco? I fought the greatest army on the face of the planet and beat them. We destroyed the worst tyrant on earth, and you're dancing like a cat in San Fran?
Can I get a nerd alert? Can nerd alert?
What am I mean,
Why would I? Jesus Christ!
You didn't even put it on the screen,
You gotta
Titties!
put it on the screen.
You gotta put it on the screen, Travis.
Do what I like.
Just
This
get
is
it on the
anarchy.
screen. Just get it on the screen.
Actually, I think for Ben, what we need to do when we come back, I think we need a drunk uncle alert.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it
my
you just hear
God.
ding 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 ding, a bunch of glasses in it.
Just an empty scotch glass with a bunch of...
Yeah.
Thank you, Travis.
And can I also get a on notice?
All right, well, he's gonna get cranky. He's not gonna do it. There we go.
Yeah.
I'm on notice. All right, do we have a phone call, Travis?
I think so.
All right, let's
That
check
sounds
this
great.
out. Hey, how are you? This is the last stream on the left.
They hang up.
They
What
hung
is
up.
even happening tonight?
That's just great. Thank you guys so
This
much.
is our last show of this first
Last
season.
one.
First
All right?
season.
We
Last
have
show.
a one season. This is our first season. All right. So which
Is
one
this
of
our
us?
first season?
This is our first season.
Guys, first season.
Oh, God.
First
We
season.
don't touch a lot.
We
but
really
it's nice.
don't. Except when Ben touched my balls last week.
I didn't touch his
yeah.
balls. I patted his balls, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm gonna touch your balls. I've spoken to you for thousands of hours. I get to touch your balls every now and again."
I think it's fine to show camaraderie.
All right, what's that?
You phone
All right,
call.
let's
You
take
have
a phone call.
All right.
Just be a human being. Is there a cat there or a dog breathing heavy? Anything.
Hola.
Hello?
Hello. How are you? You have reached your destination.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Not too bad. Not
Oh.
too bad.
What's
All
your name?
We got a name.
Brandon.
Brandon. I was actually gonna go Randy, which is close to Brandon. We're calling you Brandon.
Brandon. The thing about a Brandon is that 9 out of 10 Brandons are guilty of murdering a boy.
Are you 1 in 10?
I don't think I can disclose that information at this time.
You're full of shit. You're
He's
guilty
innocent.
of murder.
All right. What do you want, Brandon?
I honestly just wanted to call in and see what was going on.
was it?
okay. That's it. That's what we're gonna
That's
do.
the call?
Okay.
Tell
If you,
us- all right.
let me ask you a question.
You're
all right?
asking a question,
Let me
yeah.
ask a question. All right. How much money would it take for you to have sex with your father?
You did this question every single
I
episode.
want to know. Everybody's got a price.
I always want to know.
All
What's your
right.
price to have sex with your
How much?
with your father?
Dear father.
Or what's your favorite pizza?
No.
No.
He's not getting out of this.
I like the second question.
No,
more.
absolutely not. Forget about it.
Honestly, imagine your father is late coming home from work, right? And you've been up just drinking Schlitz. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and your dad's like, I've met a millionaire on the highway. And he said that he will give me upwards of X amount of money because he knows a billionaire.
Wow.
How much would it take for you to fuck me, my son that I made?
Yeah, technically you're just going back home.
Uh,
Any answer to that?
there's no good answer to this question.
What's your price?
Or what's your favorite pizza?
I said tickets to a Paul McCartney concert, and I didn't realize it was that easy to get.
No, they're pretty simple. They're on like StubHub.
I said the planet Earth.
I would say at least $1 million, and you got to throw in one of the pizzas.
All right. That's your favorite pizza, is the one you have sex with your father in front of.
That is great. That is permanently recorded, and everyone that you love, including your father, will hear that.
That's right. And Brandon, what's your last name, address, and who is your father?
What's your address, Brandon?
Dad, I don't feel comfortable disclosing that information for the time being.
All right. Well, thank you, Brandon.
Hail
You
Satan.
keep it close to your chest, and we respect you for it. Thanks for calling in. We love you. Hail Satan. Hail yourself. Perfect. All right. So let's see. Are we done with cat people, Marcus?
That's all we had on cat people.
Thank
The
God.
problem is that cats who think they're people are far cuter than people who think they're cats.
Yes.
No cat thinks they're a person. Human beings put top hats on them and give them a cane. And they break their legs and they
Because
force them to dance.
cats are so fucking indifferent. If you're not going to think you're people, I'm going to make you people.
They say that cats are responsible for thousands of extinctions when it comes to other animals.
What do you mean?
They just made other animals extinct.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cats are brutal serial killers.
Yeah, they completely wiped out the kiwi in New Zealand.
I have a mad respect for the cat.
I hate the kiwi as a fruit. It's gross. So
I
I'm done
love
with
a
it.
kiwi.
Yeah, it's great. Unless
Kiwi's a
it's
tiny bird, right?
No, it's a fruit.
No, it's also a tiny bird. It's a tiny, like, apple of a bird.
Oh, isn't that
But
something?
can we eat them?
Yeah, you can eat anything.
Yeah, you probably can.
But not many people eat cat, right?
No, not in this country, but in other countries they
they
absolutely
do that?
Oh, absolutely, and why shouldn't they? I don't even have a problem with nations eating dogs if that's a standard cuisine. You got to feed the people. We're above the animals.
I say if you make a dog big and fat, all succulent and full of meat, you just do what you got to do to it.
yeah, I don't
Especially
know.
if it's in your house having sex with your daughter or something, you got to pay for a roof over its head.
Like Scruff McGruff, the crime dog, having sex with your daughter.
If Scruff McGruff walks into my house and even plants one paw on my daughter's sweet teat, I will fucking shoot him in the head and eat him for Thanksgiving dinner.
That's actually a person, though. So you just ate a person.
Well, let's move on to a piece of American history here.
Yes, we almost got to this last episode, but we had to save it for this one.
We
so
had
a special
to,
treat.
We had to save it for this one. From 1994 to 1998.
Best years in culture that has ever been.
I mean,
yeah.
so much great stuff happened. So
Smash
much great
Mouth.
music.
Alanis Morissette.
The beginnings of Britney Spears was 4.
No, she was not 4. She was 16, and MTV had her naked on top of our television screen.
Oops, I did it again. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Smash
All
Mouth.
of that.
And that's how young she was. Oops, I Did It Again was about her soiling her diaper. Isn't that sad? MTV is it's run by
I literally
pedophiles.
just had like a fucking shiver run up my spine thinking
Hey, it's
about
not me,
her.
man. We're just
You said it!
We're talking about what's being put in front of us. We are the cultural mirror, man.
So, this place, from 1994 to 1998, one brave man decided to collect 5,000 pieces of memorabilia relating to the act of menstruation.
Menstruation.
And that man opened up the Museum of Menstruation.
It is creepier than it is a man.
I will say a man just going like, yeah, you got what I need, to a bunch of women just being like, yeah, we have all the literature about menstruation. Yeah, what can you do? I'll pay double.
Oh my.
Let's watch
I want to see which one of you smells rusty.
Well, most of them, I think.
let's watch a video of this guy giving a little tour of his museum. Hit it, Travis.
Scrambled.
So where are we going, Mom?
We're going to the Museum of Menstruation in Maryland, outside Washington, D.C. And we're going to learn all kinds of stuff that I don't know anything about.
And you don't want to go, Dad?
No.
You sure?
Museum of what?
I'm Cookie Cicchini.
Harry Finley.
Nice to meet you,
Nice to
Harry.
meet
And there's
you,
my
Cookie.
daughter, Randy.
Hey, Randy, nice to meet you.
I got interested in the
What?
marketing
Works for the
of
Pentagon.
a kind of a semi-taboo thing. So I called up Tampax and Kotex public relations people and asked them, did they have any information on their company's history?
Some big-ass
And was there
bands.
such a thing as a museum of menstruation anywhere that I could call up?
More of a
Almost
basement.
indignant reply of no.
With a bunch of
And I
half-nude
thought this was
mannequins
so
with their
funny.
vaginas out.
And I thought at the time, well, gee, if there's nothing, then maybe I should do it. French historians apparently have invigorated or maybe even started the study of everyday life in past cultures. It is just so interesting. What do average people do in everyday life? That is just fascinating. And this is part of everyday life.
Okay.
Men basically write history, and men have been basically the people who have run things.
Wow.
And this does not happen to them. And it's such bleeding from a very intimate place that men are very interested in, basically.
He
Is
looks
such a
like-
strange thing.
He's got
looks
Santa
like-
Again,
Claus
the old
cheeks.
story that blood is usually, visible blood is usually associated with something that's wrong.
He looks like Red from that 70s
So
show.
I can understand how the taboo was created,
Just way too casual.
and
about
I have
this.
felt this myself.
He's
certainly,
so proud of
that,
himself.
It's not something I literally ever talked about with women
Good.
before I started this.
Looks so red in the face. It looks like his
Talked
face is
about and
menstruating.
dealt with it.
What is
as
menstruation?
far as possible. I find it very interesting, and I'm happy to be doing something
Oh
useful.
my goodness.
That's normal.
Well, there is nothing wrong with the process. I think it's beautiful. It is strange that it's just in this sort of odd-looking man's basement.
Yeah, and he said that he literally never spoke to a woman in his entire life about menstruation until he gathered 5,000 pieces of menstruation memorabilia.
I literally was raised by my mom. I had 2 sisters, all of my girlfriends. Literally, you have to live in a world devoid of women to have never even broached the subject of menstruation.
But even the woman in the beginning says she didn't know anything about the process. I realized maybe she hadn't menstruated in quite a while due to her age, but you would think she would know a thing or two.
About a thing or two, yeah, you'd
Seems
think
she had
so.
a daughter who I believe was filming. So
She's like,
this is just-
originally I thought menstruation was once a month a tiny goblin would come out outside of the vagina and pickle her breasts a little bit, and that's what made her cranky.
yeah, or a group of men concentrating or something like that.
Well,
But no.
well, let's go through some of these.
That's actually funny. That is
pretty
very
good.
funny. And I'm certain that all of our female viewers feel very comfortable that these men here, wearing the shirts that they're wearing and dress how they and their
Poltergeist.
behavior, I'm certain that they're very comfortable that we're handling the subject bravely. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I don't care what's going on downstairs, I'm in it.
And I want to know what's going on upstairs.
Upstairs and downstairs, because it's 2016 and we're new dudes. And we
new
listen
kinda
to a lot
dudes.
of stuff, and I'll listen to your belly to see if it's gurgling, if you're hungry, and then I'll go out and get you food
Yeah.
and bring it back.
Yes, and you'll eat some of it before you give it to them, but they'll
Just
still
to
get
test it
some
for
food.
poison.
To test it like you're a Saddam food tester.
Yep, and I'll rub a woman's feet. I rub my woman's feet till she goes to sleep.
That's-
And I don't let her go anywhere without me knowing what's happening.
That's a
to
little
her.
more Kathy Bates from Misery.
No,
which
I'm
is-
just saying I take good care
You're
of
Kathy
my
Bates
girlfriend.
and your girlfriend is James Caan.
I
Is that
cover
what you're-
her in lotion 4 to 5
like
hours a
Buffalo
night.
Bill then. So
No,
it's a
no, but
mix
keep her
between
soft. She
two-
likes to be soft.
Do you make her rub lotion on her skin as you tie her to
No, it's coconut oil, and I call her my little dessert.
Well, that's good. Call the police. Call the police!
2016 men.
2016.
Well, let's take a look. And, I mean, speaking of 2016, let's take a look at some of the products from the past that had to do with vaginas. This right here is a box of vaginal cones.
I believe Madonna used to wear those in all of her music videos in the 80s.
That is funny.
That is funny. That's very topical in 2016.
It seems like a thing for ice cream, but it's for vaginas.
See, these were used to treat STDs. The main ingredient in the vaginal cones is sodium borate, better known as 20-mule team borax, which
How,
is
it's better known as that?
It's better known as that. Yeah, it's a laundry detergent. 20 mule team borax.
So what is it lesser known as?
Sodium borate or vaginal cones.
I think vaginal cone should be what it's more known for than what was the other one?
20 mule team borax.
We should have made, if back in the day, if you wanted to make it hip back in the day, you call them Vagico.
Yeah. You get your Vagicone today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did, and it's really chafing. It feels like it shouldn't be in there.
You never know what's happening.
It also feels like a thing that you could listen to see if you could hear inside and hear the ocean.
Oh, that's kind of fun, but it's just a bunch of women screaming because they hate their lives.
Because it's me going, show me it!
Oh,
Show me it!
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Well, let's go to the next one. This next picture is an ad for Lysol, but Lysol used as a douche.
No.
If you can see the copy there said that she's still the girl he married. And if you read the copy, it's pretty much about how a woman should douche daily because if you don't, you're gonna get old lady pussy and he's not gonna want to fuck you anymore.
What's old lady pussy?
Just a normal woman's vagina. That's not true. Jackie Zabrowski from the Round Table, she called in last week.
Please
she
don't.
made a great point. The douche is wrong. The douche is out.
The
The douche is wrong.
Yeah, the douche is
nothing
wrong.
of any soaps.
It's
Again,
ridiculous.
this is 3 men talking about vagina.
Well, I'm just saying, but it's the douche was made by a man. We don't sit there and squirt anything up our, possible.
I vigorously wash my
crevice.
nuts and balls and
Well,
my
yeah, but,
penis.
I mean, it's a bit different.
See, I don't think you guys understand. That was literally an ad for Lysol, the disinfectant.
Yeah, but was it
to
a
be
different kind of
used-
Lysol?
No. It's the same Lysol that we now use to clean our floors, but the Lysol company was marketing it as a douche, but they discontinued it because a lot of women were getting poisoned.
Yeah, of course! God, women, I'm sorry.
We're gonna
I'm gonna say
apologize.
straight, women, I'm sorry. We did it.
We didn't. No.
We invented
No, a
these
man
things.
probably did that. A woman did not write
No,
that ad
woman
unless there was
did
a
not
gun to
do
her
that.
head. There's
Absolutely
no
not.
way.
I'm gonna say I'm sorry.
No.
You're getting a president now, so
You probably, maybe you won't because there might not be one for you to get, but
if she
either way,
dies, they're gonna take her body and put a robot in it, and you're gonna have a female president.
and a robot president, so 2 birds, one
So
stone.
congratulations, women. Congratulations, microwaves.
Big winners in
Big
2016.
Well, let's look at one more photo. This is a set of booklets given to girls by OB Tampons called "Growing Up and Liking."
Growing up and you'll like
You'll
it.
like it.
You're gonna love what happens to your vagina. And guess what? You have no say. Congratulations, you're gonna like it.
This is a little bit more reasonable than having a home cleaner up your body.
We just should have never said nothing about nothing we don't know about. It's like me
then
talking
how
about
do
a
we-
bear cave. Me talking about like
bear caves?
things in nature that I don't understand. I don't have a vagina. I don't want comes in and out of my fucking vagina. I have a penis, and penis is just it is ugly but powerful.
Well, then you know what? Let's move on to something that we do have.
Yeah, let's
Buttholes.
Yeah, we all have a butthole.
We all have a butthole, and everyone has a different opinion on how to clean your own butthole. Some people do it sitting down. Some people do it standing up.
I do
Henry?
mine upside down.
With a hat and with a frown.
Yeah, I live in a Dr. Seuss world of perverts.
Ben, you a stander or a sitter?
I'm not going to divulge that information.
Honestly, though, do you reach between the legs or do you reach from the back? I reach in the back
Yeah.
because I reaching between the legs is disgusting.
I
Yeah,
just give
reach
myself a little slack.
Do you not wipe? No. I'm going to say that you not admitting it means that you don't wipe at all, which I think is the worst of all. That's because
Oh,
it's
that's
just not.
ridiculous. I use what every single buddy uses, the pineapple. You don't have a bathroom pineapple?
Oh, man. Nah, dude.
Now, how do you use it?
You just rub it on your butt?
Yeah.
You know what? I've actually never tried. I've never done it. That's
You've
why I'm
never
so
wiped
big.
your
But
own butt.
I'm actually 4'11".
And so from shins down, you're just shit. You're accumulated shit.
There was a great horror movie, a terrible horror movie called Monstered.
Oh, yes, that movie sucked.
Yeah,
Yes.
it did.
But this man, of all of the people who know how to clean a butthole,
He doesn't.
this guy has strong opinions about it.
He definitely does. Let's hear how to clean.
Hello,
your
Spencer
anus.
here. How to clean your anus properly after going to the bathroom to defecate. For women, clean your anus backwards. In other words, don't push the excrement into your vagina to to avoid infection. Push it outwards towards your back until the toilet paper is completely white.
But you know, he's helping.
So as many as 10 times if you have to.
Many have.
For men, it doesn't matter, but you have to clean it until the toilet paper comes out basically white with no stain. Till next time, Spencer here.
I do want to say a double standard. Women, totally white. Men, basically white.
Yeah, I mean, I
Well,
think...
because he assumes our underwear is going to pick up the rest.
Well, that's what men do. That's why, that's what we talked about it on today's last podcast on the left, which will, well, yes, it's a wonderful show. That's what we talked about. You wear the tidy whities. We do not.
Yeah, I totally wear tidy whities. I wear tidy whities almost every day, and I have no fear as to what's going to happen to my tidy whities because I follow this man's advice. In fact, I go above and beyond. I don't just stop at basically white. I stop at white. Sometimes I stop at red.
Well, then you still can't wear tidy whities. That's terrible. Then you need to sell your underwear to the man who has the menstruation museum.
No matter how many times you wipe it, sometimes it's not going to be white. Because you got weird little lumples up in there.
No,
you got a lumple.
No, that's when you have to like pinch and pull the lumples out.
All right, we're ending it. Take a call, Travis. Who is it? Who is calling us? Why are you calling us?
Oh, hello, hi. I'm calling you because I have a question. Hey, guys.
Okay, who is it? Who are you?
I'm Charlie.
Charlie?
The ghost of Chris
Charlie.
That sounds fucking fake.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. I'm real.
All right, it doesn't matter. Real person, Farley, what do you want?
Yeah, I was wondering, in the Om Shinrikyo episode, what was the name of the manga or the anime that they were giving out to people? Like, as sort of like...
No, that was
Are you quizzing us? Are you
That's
seriously
like big
fucking
shit.
quizzing
That's
us?
like a fucking
quiz. No, but that is a quiz. It was like
I sincerely don't know. I asked you if you guys remember.
No, it's not.
Travis, will you fucking
Oh my God! No, I
Will
know
you
what
please
this
just
is.
look it up?
I actually have the answer to this. It was like Forbidden Times.
No,
or...
you're thinking of the Foundation. The Foundation was what the Isaac Asimov story that they based the whole thing on. What the
He's
hell?
not thinking of that.
Alm Supreme Truth.
Oh, it was called
Supreme Troop.
Dickie Doo goes to the woods and has a shit.
Dickie Doo goes to the woods and has his shit.
Yeah. I don't know. Soldiers of White Love. There was a. Do you want me to just rattle off a bunch of facts about Om Shinrikyo? I know your game.
Do it.
No, I didn't know what the game was.
We knew then.
You know what?
It's been a long time.
It's okay. It's fine.
No, that's fine.
No,
I feel like
no, that's that right there. No, I know that's fine. That's what your girlfriend says right before, like when you tell her no.
She just turns
Yeah,
over.
she like no, it's fine, and just turns over, and you're like, well, God damn it, now I'm not going to be able to sleep all night.
I know big moments from every story that we've done. I know big factoids that were interesting to me. I have a hard time with the trivia because I smoke weed every day.
All right, thank you for your question. Anything else you want, Farley?
Oh, yeah, Holden's home!
Oh, my God! It's Holden! No! That was Holden McNeely from the Round Table of Gentlemen, that lumpy fuck. Thank you for calling, Holden. Very nice.
He's gone.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm surprised he was able to call. His schedule is so busy. Okay.
He's going to be mad. He's literally going to be mad.
Oh. All right, so let's move on here.
Yeah.
We've been talking about the human form. Let's get into something that you know all about.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a video that Henry found of an alien examination. This examination was done by a guy who calls himself
Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Doctor.
In reality, his name is actually John Bradley Rudder.
He's not a doctor.
Let's see a picture of John Bradley Rudder.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Not the face of an honest man.
It looks like a rejected member of the Allman Brothers.
He's one of those weird guys that has a different colored mustache than he does his face.
It's called his dyed.
You know
That's like,
what?
he used that men. What's that stuff that he used at Men Shield?
Just for men.
Just for men.
He looks like the kind of guy who would bitch when Dylan went electric. You know,
Yeah,
the music's just different.
He's
there.
changed.
Yeah, he was in Newport, but he still like holds on to some sort of weird hippie thing. He's a baby boomer. That's a baby boomer.
Goddamn baby boomer.
Baby boomers, get rid of them.
But so
Worst generation.
He went on the Art Bell show Midnight in the Desert, and he told a story about how he was walking through the woods, and him and his dog were together consensually. platonically. In the woods, and he told a very detailed story of going up and seeing his dog runs away from him, and here's his dog going like crazy barking, right? He goes over the hill, sees an alien standing there, black spandex outfit on. Dog's got the fucking right here by the wrist, right? Dog going. Alien's got the dog up here by its fucking probably. Sounds like it's penis.
Could be.
And then he rips the dog in half. And he's trying to tell the story very emotionally. And then with that, he released, which has happened a number of times in alien lore and alien research history of people releasing videos and proof. And he released this video of an autopsy he did on that alien.
He did the autopsy.
He did it. He's a doctor.
It wasn't really an autopsy. He more just poked at it for a while.
He's a doctor.
Could be what they did to JFK, autopsy.
Yeah. Well, that's a whole other.
It was not
kettle
an
of fish that we
autopsy.
probably shouldn't even talk about on the air because the government will shut us down.
No, they're over it now. The government doesn't care.
Oh, yeah,
No,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you actually did say what you said about Hillary Clinton being the next robot woman/microwave president. That might get you killed.
Oh, let's go. All right, so here it is. It's like a
burrito.
He found it in this shit. It was wearing a spandex outfit. You can see right there. It's looking pretty black. All right, matte black, looking a little bit like Christian Bale's Batman. I ordered mole. All right, so that's the alien.
That's the alien. Do we know how he took this thing down? This thing that ripped a golden retriever in half?
He said he took a branch from a tree and smashed it in the head. And he is sexually breathing over it.
This video is 8 minutes long, and he does not stop breathing like this.
He is very, very tired.
He
Can we
sounds
bump
like-
a little bit forward in it so now we see its face?
Can we say that he sounds like BTK or something like that?
He does. It's because also it reminds me a little bit of BTK dressing up as the woman when he's kind of bound.
Right.
Like this.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like a...
And he said in the interview that the head was far larger than the body, but it doesn't look like that in this.
It doesn't. It looks like a mannequin's
Okay, here
head.
we go. A little bit forward. All right, so it's still like it's there. It's face. It looks like it's face down or face up. He's gonna flip it soon.
I think you can see the slits.
It's in a potato type.
The slits is a fantastic thing.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
There we go, and that's where he got him.
Yeah.
You see, he's wearing gloves. He's a doctor.
Oh, I see. That does make him a doctor.
Absolutely, and that's just filled with prime raspberry jam.
Yeah, it looks like a marmalade type.
Look at that. He loves his finger in the brains.
Yeah, why is he breathing like he's coming this whole time?
He is coming.
Is he?
He's so excited.
Listen to his breathing. It's different. Now, this is blowjob noise.
I think he's supposed to be on like a respirator.
Is he wearing like a gas mask or something? Is that why he's
He's
breathing
got
like
gloves
this?
on.
I don't know.
He's a doctor.
That's why he's doing that?
Yes.
Are
That's
we
what
sure?
doctors do. Wait until you're fucking dead.
Well, then you put him back
There's
together.
his face. You can kind of see it.
That's the face?
It looks like Tutankhamun.
How didn't the dog beat this? Was it
Okay,
a Pomeranian he was running around with?
It was a golden retriever.
Well, then the golden retriever would destroy this creature.
No, it couldn't.
Well, the first time he told the story, he said that the alien ripped the golden retriever in half. The second time he told the story, he said that the golden retriever poofed out into a cloud of dust.
Oh my goodness. Well, neither. Oh, and look at this guy. He was just dancing.
He was just dancing. He did. Oh, look at those Michael Jackson legs.
There's
Ready for a somersault.
I actually do see how the head is bigger than the body, though, because he gave him such tiny legs. He gave him like Lieutenant Dan legs.
Not fake enough.
Isn't that crazy?
This is obviously classic disinformation. The idea is that people like this come out and the government allows these fake things to go out there and people watch this and they view that's real. Then you see, once you look up Dr. Jonathan Reed and it's like, hoax, 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 liar, 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 you immediately assume that everything about aliens is false, but it's not because aliens is a personal psychic experience. You fucking idiots!
He had I will say, the aliens had the leg from that, the legs from like that old SNL sketch where everyone was on steroids, and then David Spade had his own legs.
Yes.
It's a great sketch. Check it out. Chris Farley was in it.
Also looks like Stephen Hawking just got dumped out of the chair.
And what a brilliant mind he is, because he had nothing else to do.
Yeah, you better be fucking smart, or get real good at Sudoku, or real good at eating pussy.
I hate Sudoku. I'm a word find guy because I just make up the words myself.
And that is a true American.
That's what I do. All right, well, that's exciting. Aliens, huh?
Yeah, aliens. Now let's move on. I mean, that's weird shit that comes from outer space. Let's move to some weird shit that happens right here on Earth.
That
And we're
we
kind
make
of
up.
going, yeah, we're kind of going back to what we were just discussing.
No, but it's like a back and forth, like a perpetual motion machine or a pendulum.
Mm-hmm. And of course, listeners of Last Podcast on the Left have heard our dark internet fetishes episode, and we found
This isn't so much dark
corner. This isn't necessarily dark. We've just found a weird corner of the internet as far as fetishes go. But let's just let it speak for itself.
You
Let's
guys
just see.
look at it, and hey, wait, before we play it, what I'd like you to do if you're watching at home right now, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to open up your shirt, whatever, regardless of sex. Open up your pants and prepare to masturbate. Like, don't begin to do it.
Yeah.
Right? But
Get
do
hard?
it
How
like,
do you prepare?
no, don't get hard yet.
Okay.
Well, then you have to
What
get
I'd
hard
like
to
you to
prepare.
do,
How do you, how else do you
loosely
prepare?
place your fingers at the base of your penis, or if you're a woman, take these two fingers, loosely place them on your clitoris.
You don't know how to do that.
I
This is
think
what people do.
fill your palm, make your palm a bowl, fill it with lube,
And wait, and see if this makes you hard. And then masturbate.
If it does, yes, I see.
Then you are alone.
All right, so let's check this out. Now, this is something that Marcus. Now you
I
found
found
this.
this.
Henry, and I don't know.
It's crunch in his head. It's called hentai fart porn. And you can find a lot of it by just typing in the words hentai fart porn into any form of internet. There is lots of it.
What? Oh my goodness.
Oh, wait,
So
here we go. Oh,
much-
fuck yeah, wait. Oh, damn. Oh,
That's sort
fuck.
of kind of have a Christina Hendricks things going
Ooh,
on.
don't
there.
even say that out loud to me.
Yes, that's kind of a wild thing.
Ooh. Well, what's going to happen?
Oh!
You know what? A lot of it's kind of suspenseful.
It really. you never-
Whoa!
Yes, and maybe she didn't even. Fart.
Wait,
She
wait,
was
wait. What's going to
poisoned.
happen in this one? Wait.
Oh, she's
What's
not
going to
gonna
happen?
fart.
She's not going to fart in this
There's
one. They're
no
in a
way.
wrestling match.
Yeah,
there's no
why
way.
would she?
She's not going to
fart
fart. That
in
would
a
be
wrestling
weird. It's oh, she did it.
Oh!
And so now this is you found this on a smut site, huh?
I literally typed into Google hentai fart porn. Oh, she won. And he liked
Kind of a
losing.
Yokozuna type finish.
Oh wait,
there.
wait a second. This time though.
Oh, no!
Damn.
Oh, that's a.
I actually
that's
think
not
that
a,
we
What's
shouldn't-
the point? Now it's abusive. Oh, he came again.
Literally, were we allowed to show that?
I don't know.
Actually, I.
Oh, all right. Now let's shut it off. Let's shut it off. I don't think we were allowed to show.
I don't know.
It's not real.
It's the internet, and it's not
Yeah.
real. Technically, that's art.
That is art.
That is art.
All right, let's take a
Think
phone
about
call.
this.
Well,
Pete
what do you want?
Townsend.
What do you want?
No, I want to talk a little bit more
talk
about
about
this.
it. Let's talk about it.
Those were that video was uploaded by a Pornhub user named Super Horny Dude. And that's dude spelled D-O-O-D.
Thank you.
His other videos include two girls face fart a guy, face and dick farting, and Fart Bang, the movie.
Fart
I am
bag.
literally-
How does a dick fart?
I am 11 years old. Like when I look at shit and I laugh at shit, I am fucking not. I am a 32-year-old man.
This has been a very sexual episode for us, by the way.
Fart Bang!
Yeah.
I
I'm wondering what this dick fart is. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, unfortunately, all of these videos are marked private. He locked them up.
Oh, that's just for his friends
But
and
I'm pretty-
and royalties. For the VIP sections of his fucking subscribers.
But I'm pretty sure that dick farting is when, from the screenshot that I saw, I think dick farting is just when a girl is riding a guy and she farts
Oh, it's
on
queefing.
his balls.
That's queefing.
No. She
No, it has
farts
to
out
be-
of
I
her.
think
She
it has
farts
to
out of
be
her
with-
butt
so
onto
it's
his balls.
It's a high broccoli diet. I don't know what they're up to.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. If you're into that, I am all for
Whatever you
being
wanna
into
do.
that. I think
Yeah.
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
What I would say to everybody, if you're doing fart and poo-poo play, sign a contract. Write a contract
That
down
is the
saying that you
contract.
said no, that you said yes to being farted on.
I'm
because if
pretty
you
sure
accidentally-
that's I would bet, I am willing to bet there are 0 women that have ever farted on a guy without the guy being like, fart all over me. I am
You
pretty sure.
mean on purpose? Like, because I've been.
Oh, yes, I'm talking about on purpose.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I think
because
it's
I've been accidentally farted on my
Yeah, accidentally
many
farting
times.
on my face, I'm gonna be a little bit like, hey, that you.
An accidental fart will happen. But I think very rarely would a woman be like, my fetish is to fart all over you, in my opinion, but I don't know, and if that is your thing, that's great.
We have a call, right?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Fartress 189 is calling us. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you? Who are you?
Anno?
Hey! What's up?
Hello.
For those
How
that
are
don't,
you guys doing?
Good, buddy. Thank you. I'm just going to let the world know who you are. Anno is the one who is responsible for creating our creepiest content. Correct, Marcus?
He's the one that looks for all of the One For Us videos on our live stream. He wades through the gore and gross shit on the internet
But
to
he has a
find us the
girlfriend.
best videos.
He has a girlfriend and a family.
Yeah,
He's
absolutely.
got a beautiful girlfriend and a beautiful family.
Yeah.
And Anno, I have to officially apologize. When we were in Los Angeles, Ben Kissel, sometimes I get into roast mode, and I roasted you in front of the whole sold-out crowd
yes,
at
you
the
did.
what was the theater?
Crest
The
Westwood.
Crest Westwood Theater.
Yes.
So, Anno, I apologize for being in roast mode. You didn't deserve that because you didn't know it was coming.
No, I did it. But it's okay.
Thank you. Thank you for forgiving him.
Thank you.
Move on now.
Do you have a question for us, sir?
I wanted a follow-up on Kissel shitting the couch.
Anno, you're the worst! Oh my God, Anno,
Did he
you're
actually
you're
clean
cut
it
off.
up, or
All
did
right,
that
you've
friend
had
just
enough.
end?
You're drunk,
Did not
Anno.
clean it up.
Your
He
entire
did it
life is a
himself.
bore.
He did it
No
to
one
his
wants to
friend.
talk to you.
On
You
the
live
night
online.
before his wedding.
No, that's enough. Anno, you're back. I'm back in roast mode.
Anno, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you another question?
Yes.
Have you ever voluntarily taken a fart on your body during sex? Like, do you like any people farting in your face or farting on your penis?
I think you just said. All right, that's the answer.
Fuck you.
Thank
It
you,
just
Anno.
came out.
Hell yeah. Well,
Thanks
that
for
is
calling, Anno, and thanks for everything you do.
Thanks so much, dude.
Hail Satan,
It's always
Anna.
great to hear from you.
All right,
yourself.
helping.
Hail yourself, buddy.
Hail Satan.
All right, so let's move on.
Well,
What a bastard! What a bastard!
Well, there's still a little bit more from
Oh,
this
is
fart
there more?
stuff. Yeah, let's see.
yeah,
Oh my God.
I mean,
Literally
DeviantArt, we all know DeviantArt. DeviantArt is great. They do all kinds of super weird shit. Specifically, they have a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog porn. Just really weird shit. This is them taking on the anime fart porn genre. That's a skunk.
Yeah, so you
Well,
can
that
see
would
his
make
face
sense.
in the window.
Yeah, you can see the little face on the window.
That is creative.
Yeah, let's see the next one here, Travis. Well, that's a big butt.
So, son, are you going to go out for football, or you're just drawing these, huh? All right.
I wouldn't be that upset if my kid was drawing these. That's fine.
Let's see one more.
Son, we
There's
just all
nothing
feel.
else.
Listen, we appreciate your drive, and we like that you got a hobby, and you like that you got things you want to do. We just really wish you could go to college. You are 44.
No, you're But that's not.
Son?
I have to say though, that's not a fart noise. That's as if it was butt chugging and it burped. That's a burp.
Well, they want big, juicy farts. That is like the best part of
The
it. Is
juice
a big
is good.
fucking- Big, just a brap, like
I don't know.
like full juicy shit coming out, like fucking your face up there. You feel fucking cheeks vibrating against your mouth, like, licking the asshole, and go in your nose and shit. That's what they want. They want the full on let go, like really fart it.
You do whatever you want with another adult.
I like an adult, except sometimes kid. I mean, the most fun I've ever had as a boy was farting on other boys. We all farted on each other.
Yeah, but you weren't getting.
Dude.
All right, can we move on now before he admits to a felony?
I didn't do anything. I said we weren't nude.
Yeah, but you were boys farting on other boys.
On each other.
Well, that's pretty standard child's
That's
play,
fine.
I suppose.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
And in this context, it's a little creepy.
There
to
was no
think-
lady across the street who came over and farted on me and called me her little chair.
You're more of a couch or a lazy boy. Roast mode.
I'm a lazy boy.
Oh, you got it.
I work really hard.
You do. Actually, we all work really hard, but we're not doing that here. All right, we have to talk about this next subject.
It's
Yeah.
a cute little frog.
Oh, the frog's not quite here yet.
fuck.
Yeah, actually.
No, this next thing is actually extremely real. Many people feel it. We're completely switching gears into true life. I mean,
inappropriately switching gears.
Sort of.
I would say literally like jarringly switching
Well,
gears.
I would say that we did not think about this transition hard at all.
I thought about the frog. The frog felt good to say.
What happens with a fart? It follows you. And what happens with human beings? Sometimes a group of them get together and they follow you.
This
Gang
is why we have.
This is why you do this.
job.
This next subject is gang stalking. Now, gang stalking, like, a lot of times people believe that they are either from some government program or some sort of personal vendetta, feel that they are either being mobbed, which is a term, it's like mobbing is a term, where people are following them and harassing them in a organized fashion, and it's people that they are friends with and people that are in their neighborhood, their neighbors and police and stuff who come and hassle them. This is a woman's documentation of what she believes is gang stalking, which is actually probably her deep psychosis.
But this does happen. The CIA does it on a regular basis.
The CIA does it. Scientology is very good at gang stalking.
You look at gang stalking, they have Operation Stasi, which was the German Goebbels had an idea of basically, every time it gets serious, it's just turned into a fucking fart factory. But the Stasi program for the Germans was the idea during World War II was about using that to destroy somebody's reputation, making them appear insane, or to drive them insane so they do something publicly embarrassing.
Yeah, it's a form of gaslighting.
But now people are doing it, and there's also Operation Tips. Very interesting. What they were talking, this woman brings up, Operation Tips was a thing that Dick Cheney wanted to put in 2002, right after also just burping up a storm. I watch it do it. But Operation Tips was a thing that Dick Cheney was trying to put in order right after September 11th. The first one, not the 15th one. This one, now they're starting to get fun. So the first couple were really rough for everybody. In 2002,
the first one was
bad.
bad.
That was a bad one.
Now this one, we just have a presidential candidate almost died.
She just falls down. She's just, her robotic knee shut down, her battery operated.
Isn't that something?
But the idea is that Operation Tips was creating a civilian spy network. The whole point was to encourage people that worked in jobs that would go to people's homes, like people like cable repairmen and people like plumbers. The idea of giving them incentives.
Bigwigs of society.
Yes, the people that control go into your house when you let them in there. And the idea that they would look around your house for things that were suspicious of terrorism and they could report it back. And it was like a weird infrastructure. It was immediately struck down because they said that's incredibly illegal and violates so many civil liberties.
There's so many worse things happening right now in this nation than that. It's like ridiculous. The fact they made it public was their number one problem.
Well, they wanted to make it law.
Well, it can't be a law. It's got to be kind of a law.
This has got to be done through private corporations, through our cell phones that you guys doing your Pokemon Go's with.
Well, let's see this.
You get a Jigglypuff? Well, you just got yourself less freedom.
Jigglypuff, huh? Quaba de Guantanamo poof.
Okay.
Well, let's see this woman talk about her gang stalking experiences when it comes to colors.
We just did a bunch of things that cartoons sparked on each other's cocks.
Yeah.
All right, now I want you to notice I'm leaving the mission. The mission is almost completely empty. I want you to take a look at this. I want you to look. There's nobody here. White is the predominant color used in government gang stalking. All right, as I come out of a completely empty mission, there's one car here, a white car with its headlights on, in the driveway, not moving. White is the predominant color used in U.S. government gang stalking. It's especially used on entries and exits, and I'm exiting the mission. Nobody here. Just one white car with its lights on in the middle of the road. White is the predominant color used in government gang stalking, and they gang stalk on entries and exits, and I'm exiting the mission. Am I saying that this individual is a gang stalker? No, because I'm not a mind reader and I don't know. All I'm showing you is standing in the middle of the road is a white car.
Yeah, cut it.
Okay.
See, that was the thing when you see that. So she mentions color. She says that white is following her, and then she sees a guy dressed in black, and she says black's coloring her.
These are
and she said that Yes, she said the color red was the only thing that was following her until she reached 200,000 views on her YouTube page, and she said then they switched it to white and black, and then blue, and then yellow, and it's anybody's walking down the street.
They're pretty popular colors for cars, though, don't
She
you
started
think?
mentioning all the colors.
Yes.
And so she's very deeply sick, but it seemed like it was something weird with her car, right? There was like a weird noise in the background with her car.
Yeah, what was that?
I'm not really sure. Well, let's watch another video to see exactly what that noise was. And Travis, we might need to give a real hard pause on this one. So let's check it out.
All right, so I'm just letting you see, we haven't started our walk yet. It's been a pretty empty street. We have had a bicyclist in red.
That's where the noise is coming from, is that man. That man is her brother that accompanies her to all of the things. He is also weirdly damaged in probably many ways. I'm not sure what ways.
Now, is he playing a didgeridoo?
He does seem like a human didgeridoo. We made this joke before the show began.
Came past, and now we've had a yellow car that comes past. It's my theory that
You can hear the noise in the back.
Closely now.
Government wants to change the narrative from police and firemen are gang stalking to yellow cabs are gang stalking, and they've also started with yellow cars, people wearing yellow, things like that. So now I'm being gang stalked in the red that I was gang stalked with for 9 years, from 2006 to 2015, and it continues. The white, which started in July of 2015, the black, which started on May 29th
this woman is very sick.
and the
She's
yellow,
very sick.
which
She's
started
got a lot
in
of stuff.
July
She is that
of
sick. I just feel like
2016. So I'm being
She's just
stalked
picking out
for
random
colors,
cars and saying
compliments
that's
of
following
your
her and
sick,
that's following her.
corrupt, immoral United States government.
I would say this, right?
I don't know. I think it's actually a pretty cool hobby.
I think
Kinda
that's
fun.
that sounds like a deep, dark paranoia of just saying they're following me, they're following me, they're following me.
Well, it's her brother that's following her.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
seems like
it
playing
seems
that
like-
weird ass, tree flute.
They are attached to the hip, aren't they?
They are, and I'm actually kind of envious of their relationship. They seem to be getting along great. He's the soundtrack to her life, and she, is the audio version.
I'll tell you
of
what-
somebody who, just got out of a coma and doesn't know anything.
My sister and I are very close, and I don't need her to follow around and making Enya noises.
No, but you're the one who follows her around.
Just because she's cool.
Yeah, she is super cool. But that woman, she has posted hundreds, if not thousands, of videos over the last 6 years.
But I do believe that there's some sort of syndrome involved with our constant exposure to the internet and to various communication, constant communication, Wi-Fi that drives some people completely insane.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't think that you're being filmed on a regular basis,
You
then
are.
you're the crazy
Well, they
one.
show that-
As a matter of fact, and this is a pet peeve of mine, and I have to say this. People will post pictures of someone doing something that's mildly not socially acceptable on the subway, such as clipping their nails or perhaps picking their nose.
It's
and
disgusting.
then they publicly shame them. Who cares?
Who
That's
cares?
my opinion. I'm on the subway the other day. This man just starts taking pictures of this sleeping girl, and I said, "What are you doing, bro? Why are you taking pictures?" And he said, "That's my roommate." And I said, "Then that's fine." And they had a good laugh. But everyone is being gang stalked at all times.
You used to have Mark Zuckerberg just recently filmed an interview, and they showed his personal computer in his office. And a fucking piece of paper taped over the camera on his fucking laptop.
I have a paper over
Yeah.
my. I have tape over
do
my
the same
camera
thing.
at all times unless I'm jerking off because
Yeah,
I want him to
the
see
shoot.
it.
If Mark Zuckerberg has
it
the
out.
camera covered, you should have your camera covered.
Yeah, I have my camera covered at all
Although
times.
I do have the sound down so they can't hear the anime fart. But that's fine. Oh,
Thank you.
Well, let's see what this frog's all about.
It's a frog.
It's a frog. I hate frogs so much. Oh,
It's
fuck
a frog.
that thing. Ah!
It screams.
oh, look at that dog. What's that little umbrella doing there?
It screams.
Get that umbrella out of there. It's not even raining.
Then push him back the right way again.
I love the dog just wants to eat it like it's a little chew toy, but the frog is like so cute. Oh my God. It's like a little alien piggy.
That's like if I was a frog.
Yeah. I love that frog.
You do.
It's also kind of a cool frog because he's like Arnold Schwarzenegger from Predator. He said they'll never see me if I cover myself in a bunch of mud. And maybe he is fighting his own version of Predator. Maybe it's a scorpion.
Oh, it'd say it was Arnold Schwarzenegger as if it was fucking some hotel mate.
Yeah, could be. And I love that hotel maid. It did great work with its kids.
Well, let's do one more story
All right.
to round up our first season here at Adult Swim.
Season one, it's been successful. And Titties, please play that highlight reel.
Yeah,
of all of our biggest moments this season.
You know
Titty.
what? Just play some rock and roll music. Do something, an axe noise or something like that. Titty.
Play
Come on,
that-
Titty.
play the highlight
We gotta
reel
get the energy
of all
going.
of our big moments. Go ahead,
Get
Travis.
into it.
Moments.
Get it.
Right
Do
now.
something, Titty.
Big
This is
moments.
your big break. You're the
Highlight
producer.
moment. Bette
You're
Midler
the
singing
guy.
the road.
This is nice.
So Travis, you didn't compile the highlight reel.
No, he did not. He did not. Put a nerd alert in there. Do a nerd alert. There it is.
I thought we explicitly played Travis $7 to make the highlight reel.
We did, but he didn't make it. He wanted $8.
Well, let's get to
All
this
right.
story.
That's amazing. I do want to say, let's do a personal thank you for everyone who's watched the live stream.
Yes.
Thank you, Mary.
Unbelievable.
Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Betty. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you, Ano. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Pickle Girlfriend.
Yes.
Thank you, Brooke. Thank you, Old Man Nicky.
And you know what, old man Nikki? We're happy with your transition. You look like a beautiful old woman.
Yeah, and I love what you've done with your breasts.
Yes, indeed. All right, the final video, Marcus, you're going to choose what it is.
A horrorcore rapper out of Green Bay, Wisconsin named Bloody Ruckus, pictured right here, was arrested last week in connection to a Juggalo blood-drinking ritual in which a woman lost a pinky finger. That is Bloody Ruckus himself. His real name, Preston.
Of course it is. He's still better than Scott Walker. That's the guy who really drinks blood in Wisconsin.
Nice.
Bloody Ruckus was arrested alongside fellow Juggalos Nick Labes and Jonathan Schrapp, pictured here. The friends, along with 27-year-old Shelby Newens.
27?
27.
27 years young.
Yeah, they're
Still
all
a little bit old for
Yeah,
it.
they're all in their like mid to late 20s. Yeah, the friends, along with Shelby Newens, were having a memorial for a fallen Juggalo on the 1-year anniversary of his death. The ritual began with a simple blood drinking. Shelby volunteered to let Schrapp cut her arm with a machete.
With a machete?
A machete.
fucking
Juggalos
so
love machetes.
No,
they really love.
I love a machete too, but
I know.
but that's a scalpel.
Juggalos just have machete. It's machetes
a big
and
fun
axes.
knife. It's
Axes. They love
No, I don't-
hatchets. They're all about the hatchet.
I got that. I'm just saying, when I cut the arm,
They just he
It's
had a
not
machete.
about subtlety.
I got
It
it.
looked cool, so they did it.
I
Shap then filled a shot glass with Newen's blood and drank it. Then they ramped up, started talking about chopping off a finger, to which Shelby, the same woman who volunteered her blood, also volunteered up her pinky finger.
They gotta get somebody else. She's already given the blood.
Nope.
We all sit there and be like, all right, we're going to cut off our hands. And just like, oh man, I need my hands. I drive all the time. All right, let's just do one of our fingers. Let's do the big pointer finger. That's what we got to do.
They're from Wisconsin, so they're like, oh, don't you know? Oh, yeah. So, you got to cut off your
You know what
already
I
gave you your
think? If we
blood.
could just
Oh.
get rid of this pinky here, I don't
Get
do
rid of-
nothing except for picking my asshole.
I would get rid of my pinky, but you know I got my pack attack glove. And
Oh,
then I always
yeah,
say
you
that,
gotta
I
fill
put
it out.
up. Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta fill it up.
And then they just chopped her finger off.
And by the way, she claims that she was completely and totally sober the entire time.
She was Wisconsin sober, which means she only had 2.5 bottles of Jägermeister.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so she put her pinky down on the table. Sharp, is that Schrapp? Excuse
Schrapp.
Can we go ahead and call him Shark?
I think we should call them all Preston.
Yeah, so Schrapp then grabbed the machete and lopped off the pinky right at the palm. He then took the pinky and put it in his freezer and said, I'll eat it later.
Oh,
You'll
you know how
eat
it
it
is.
later.
Eyes are bigger than his stomach.
Oh
He has to drink all that blood. Blood is very filling.
He's not even a Wisconsinite. Wisconsinites would deep fry that immediately.
Oh yeah. Just
Eat
in a
it
big
up.
in a fryer later. They got 2 Oreos in there.
Come on. Oh, I love a deep fried Oreo.
But even after they put the finger in the freezer, they still had this big finger hole to deal with.
Right.
So they had to cauterize the wound. What they did first was they went out to their car, they pumped in their car cigarette lighter, and
Oh my
tried,
God, they didn't.
and then tried cauterizing the wound that way. Didn't work. It was still bleeding.
Yeah, no
so the
kidding.
Juggalos then
it's not
bring
in
out
Newport.
the Juggalos then bring out a blowtorch and cauterize it that way. Just,
Oh, fuck me, man.
but it worked.
I'm sure that it did. But
She stopped bleeding.
what was the point?
Blood ritual.
But what did they get?
Juggalo blood ritual.
Blood
it was to
ritual.
Honor, it was to honor a friend of theirs who had died a year earlier.
Yeah.
But did Shaggy 2
Fago.
know anything
Dope.
about it?
Shaggy too dope.
Shaggy
Shaggy
2
2
Dope,
did he-
please,
I'm
Grandpa.
sorry.
And Violent J.
It was
Please.
But
It
did
was
they
to
even do it for
please-
them? Were they there?
No,
It was
they
to
did it for
please
their
the
friend.
great master, Great Malenko.
The great Malenko.
Did they even get a signed Great Malenko CD?
No, he's not around to sign fucking CDs. He's at the Bilderberg Group making decisions.
Do they know how wealthy ICP is?
No!
ICP is one of the wealthiest groups in the history of music, and their fans
And I
are
can
some
tell
of the
why.
poorest.
You gotta watch Big Money Rustlers.
It is
You
good.
gotta watch it. It's wonderful.
Is it Big Money Rustlers or Big Money Hustlers?
Rustless, because it's
that's
set in the,
they're
it's set-
cowboys.
It's set in the Old West.
Yes, that's their country
Yeah.
western. And I will say it is actually better than Adam Sandler's latest country western film.
So I was
Ridiculous Six.
actually about to
Ridiculous
say,
Six.
like, all three of us know quite a bit about the Insane Clown Posse.
I know
That's
quite a bit.
Wisconsin, baby.
I know
That's my
quite a
home
bit.
state.
I was almost in Ridiculous Six. I got really far in the audition process for Ridiculous Six, and they gave it to the fat dude from fucking Lost.
I thought they were calling it Ridiculous 7 at first, and they just cut your part. Ridiculous 6. Sad.
And it actually would have been a good move for them.
It actually is a great move for you that you were not in that steaming pile of dog shit.
I dodged a bullet.
Well,
Yep.
after they cauterized the wound, Shelby Newens went over to her boyfriend's house and showed him the wounds. So they're like, "Hey, check this shit out." The mother of her boyfriend overheard the conversation, took her to the hospital because she thought that Shelby was involved in a cult initiation
So
ritual.
much sadder than that.
Yeah.
Kinda
So
was.
I wish to get to a point where I'm like, I just wish you were in a cult. It was just you and Preston and that fucking guy Shark. His name is Shaq.
I mean, it's insane. If you are a parent and you're trying to understand why your kid likes somebody, like why they are the way they are, and your kid's like, "You'll get it now, Mom," and they put on the Great Malenko.
Great Malenko. Great Malenko.
And
And they're just like,
I was right the whole time. You cut off your finger for terrible music.
do you remember when I begged you to have an abortion?
Oh, that's not legal in Wisconsin. You can do it.
Well, after statements were given, police arrested Schrapp, but tried unsuccessfully to arrest Bloody Ruckus, who ran out of his mother's house when the police came.
It's really strange that he would even be able to run away.
And
Have you ever seen a picture of Bloody Ruckus?
Let's see a video from Bloody Ruckus. Bloody Ruckus is
And
a
now,
rapper.
making its world premiere, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to check this out. This is my main dog, Bloody Ruckus, and this is his first big hit. What's it called?
Suicide.
Suicide.
He lives with his mother.
This is done in his mother's house.
Oh, hell yeah. Dear Journal, I wish that I could wake up tomorrow being a living pizza. And please give my love to Becky and Susie.
Oh my goodness, he is fat.
He's big. That is in his mother's den. You know that this was just like...
His mom's got a really nice house.
This is a very sweet family house.
It's Wisconsin.
So what's this song called, Preston? It's Bloody Ruckus, Mom. What's the song called? Suicide. Ah, that's nice.
Oh my God.
Bloody Ruckus.
This poor mother.
Filmed by Walter Gray.
I mean, really, Walter Gray actually did do a fairly good job with this video.
Honestly, it's a very nice camera.
Yeah.
Don't say
Walter Gray
dear
does own
cold
a very
Google.
nice camera.
Honestly, Juggalos have resources. Don't deny them. They're voters. That's what Hillary Clinton never did, is reached out to the Juggalo vote.
Reach out to the Juggalo vote.
Suicide is on my mind. I took too much of all of this. I took the blade up on my wrist and now I need a cigarette.
Are you almost done in the bathroom, honey?
It's not even weed, it's just a cigarette.
Your father just had
He's
a whole
also-
pile of crowd and he wants to get in there.
Committing suicide is wrong. That's how you cut your wrist. Anyway,
I will say, he really fills out a tub.
he definitely does. Let's see that shirt. Oh, he also has a shirt.
An undershirt underneath the shirt.
That's good.
This
Double
isn't,
shirt.
you're not at the pool.
All right, do we have to watch this whole thing?
I mean, we don't have to.
I don't know if we should. Oh, he's too big for the tub. And he didn't.
Walter Taft got stuck in a tub and he was president.
William Taft. Yeah.
Did I say Walter
Yeah,
Taft?
you said Walter.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I don't know. He's just cutting his big
Knife.
It's like Papa Roach meets a band of Juggalo.
Meets a Hanes
Yeah,
salesman.
This guy would have been so much happier in 1999.
We all would have been, man.
No. There's not even any toilet paper in the bathroom. I mean, this is sad.
Can you put in new toilet paper? Your father was in there earlier and he never replaces the roll.
Oh, and then his guy. And actually, but look, his girlfriend has a hoodie that has Jeffrey Dahmer and Ed Gein on the back. Wisconsin represent.
I do
I was
like
saying,
that.
man,
I
she's
do.
kind of cute.
She is very
Actually,
cute.
have you seen Juggalo women?
I know, that's the
They're
thing.
really cute. It's bizarre.
All right, I think we've seen enough of this
I
video.
mean, this is pretty much the end
All
of it.
right,
Yeah.
very good.
It's
Well,
not a long song. He doesn't have the real 9-minute ones in him.
He actually does have another one called I Be Hearing Voices. That one's 6.5 minutes long.
It's pretty good, and I'm
Voices
sure.
like this. Hey, 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 hey. Voices like this. No, 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 no. Voices like this. Quack, 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 quack. Voices like this. Moo, moo, moo,
The
moo.
voices are like, sir, I asked for the roast chicken. It's on the foot long.
My name is Bloody Ruckus. Today's special is red beans and rice.
Okay, thank you. All right. Well, I guess that's the final video of our first season on the Adult Swim.
that it
I want
is.
to thank you for the money from Adult Swim. Thank you so much. He's
my
getting
God.
new legs.
Oh, I can't
I'm
wait.
cancer free. It's been great.
Thank you.
It's been a wild ride.
Really?
Mr. Toad's wild ride.
Yep.
Big ups to Biggie. I want to say thanks to my moms and hail Satan.
Great job, Henry. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I guess that's pretty much it. Of course, check out the last podcast on the left. You're going to absolutely love it. Hopefully, we'll be back here talking to you guys very soon. On
We'll be
adultswim.com. I think so. But if this is the final goodbye, then hello.
Megustalations, everyone. And hail Gein.
Hail Satan.
Hail yourselves.
Hey, don't commit suicide.
No, don't, because we have another season coming.
I said don't commit suicide.
Exactly.
Did
Don't,
you just
because we
hear
have another
commit
season
suicide?
coming.